it's Vi, and it's dinner time! For dinner tonight we're having pork chops, side of patty pans. If you don't know what those are, they're mixed baby squash, and I'll go over those in a little bit. And we're having some steamed white rice, which is currently already cooking in there. So for starters, like I said, we've got the rice cooking in there. We have our boneless, here, let's see if you can see that, boneless pork chops. And we're gonna turn this on. I just touched that, hold on. I'm not very prepared here. So we're gonna turn this up to, I'm gonna say 400, because we want this nice and roasty. Pork chops cook fairly fast, so this dinner, from start to finish, if you get your rice cooking early, is only gonna take you about 15 or 20 minutes cook time for your meat. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna let this get heated up. We have our pork chops here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this onion. This is just a regular yellow onion. Get down. You can use a sweet onion or a white onion or any other kind, but we just have a regular yellow onion, which I'm going to be slicing in small rounds, and I'll probably cut them in half actually because it might be a little large. And once this is turned on and heated, we're going to put these in there. Eventually the strips of onions will sit on top because it'll give it a nice flavor. And we're going to pour some soy sauce over it. This mixture right here is half a cup of soy sauce and 1 cup of water, so it's diluted soy sauce. That's going to be the sauce that goes over the pork chops, and we're also going to use it to flavor our rice when it comes to eating dinner. Like I was saying earlier, we do have mixed baby squash. This is the other thing that we're doing. These are also called patty pans, these little yellow and green ones. What we're going to do is we're going to end up cutting the tops off of these. And some of these I think I'm actually going to slice in half because they are a little on the big side. You need to get down, please. You're going to get hurt. In this pan, we have 4 tablespoons of butter. It sounds like a lot, but anybody who makes boxed mac and cheese, it's the same amount, and trust me, it goes really fast. In the past, I have said that you don't want to boil your vegetables in the water because it loses nutrients and they just don't taste as good. They get kind of waterlogged. Tonight, I'm not going to use the steamer basket. We are actually going to break the rule that I told you in the beginning. We are going to put some water in here and we are going to boil the patty pans and the little baby squash. And they're going to be kind of cooked in a butter water. That way they have a nice flavor. I'm just probably going to add some salt and pepper, maybe some lemon pepper just because that's easy. So I'll check back with you in just a few minutes once this is heated up and we can add our food and get started. Okay everybody, we're back, and as you can see in here, I have chopped up all of the patty pans, also known as mixed baby squash. They're just a little more bite-sized and easier. I have lots of tiny humans, and we've got the butter in there. I'm going to be adding approximately 1 inch of water into the bottom of this. There we go. We've got about 1 inch of water in here. It's going to go on the stove. I'm going to turn it on, not yet. But when I do, it's going to go on high because I'm going to want it to get boiling because we want the water to boil so we can boil and steam our vegetables at the same time. So this will probably turn on when we have between 5 and 6 minutes before the rest of the meal's done. So let's go ahead and come back over here. Our pan is nice and warm. It's ready for all of our pork chops to go in. So we're just going to go ahead and put them in here. So I'm not going to add any excess salt because we are going to be pouring our soy sauce on there, and soy sauce is already salty. But I am going to be adding a dash on each of them of this pure ground black pepper. So I'm going to do it on this side right now. We're just putting just a tad on there, not a lot. And like I said, you don't want to add any extra salt because the soy sauce is salty already and it would just be overkill. So when this is nicely browned on one side and it looks like it's more or less cooked, we're going to flip these over. I'm going to put pepper on this side, the other side of them, I'm going to let them cook again for just a couple more minutes after that. So the first time you cook them, maybe about between 3 and 5 minutes is how long you're going to want to cook it. And don't worry if it's not fully cooked yet, that's fine, because we still have a process to do. So about 5 or 7 minutes, I want you to flip these over, and like I said, we're going to put black pepper on the other side, and then we're going to cook them for a couple minutes, and we'll check back at that point. Okay, so we're back. This is ready to be flipped over. So this is what it should look like approximately after your 5 minutes has transpired. As you can see, it's not fully done. It still has a pink tinge to it, and that's okay, because we still have to cook the rest of the way anyways. So, like I said, that's what it should look like after about 5 minutes of cook time. So we're going to get these all flipped over. It's not sizzling as loud anymore because it's pretty cold on the other side. So once you have them all flipped over, we're going to add some pepper again. I'm going to make sure that it should be about 375 to 400. So we're going to put a little black pepper on this side, just like we did the last time. So we got black pepper on there. And then something else we're going to add is the sliced onions. I have them, like I said, in rounds, but they are now cut in half because I realized they were a little bit big. So we're going to just put one of these on each of the pork chops that you're cooking. Has really nice flavor. It'll be really good. Let's put them like this, and we'll put one on there. All right, so we have all those, and then we have the other half of the onion, and I'm just going to break these apart in their little half moons and put them in the pan to saute a little bit. These taste really good with the rice when everything's done. If you don't like onions, obviously you can omit this, but in my opinion, it tastes very good.
Very good.
I said our opinion because I'm speaking for my homie. But it is good, I promise. It's really fast and easy dinner. Like I said, we can get this done in about 15 minutes cook time. So it's good like if you are on a time crunch and you need things to get done. So after you have everything flipped over, you have it peppered on the alternate side, so they're both peppered and they're both sizzling. We added our onions. We're going to wait for about 2 minutes. When 2 minutes passes, we're going to pour all of this over it. Like I said, this was half a cup. You probably can't see it. It's half a cup of soy sauce, half a cup of soy sauce, 1 cup of water mixture, so it's just watered down soy sauce. We're going to pour that over this, and we are going to cover it for the next 5 to 6 minutes. So when that step is done, yes. The other thing we're going to do, because we have about 5 to 7 minutes before dinner, I'm going to start this right here before I forget to do it, because I almost did. So we're going to put this up to high, and we're going to let it boil. Yeah, it's at high. And we did cover it, so that's all ready to go. This will be done about the same time that our other stuff is. The rice is already finished, but our rice cooker has a nice little feature that it keeps it warm. So, in 2 minutes, we're adding this and putting a lid on it. I'll see you when dinner is done. Okay folks, we're back. Dinner's ready. It's, like I said, from start to finish, approximately 15 minutes as long as you started your rice early. So as you can see, we have white rice that is steamed and ready to go. We've got our pork chops and onions. Yes, they do look a little bit different than last time you saw them. I did cut into the largest one to make sure it was done. Info for you, if you have never cooked pork chops, or whatever, pork. When it is done, it is white in color. It no longer has pink in the middle. That's when you know it's done. It's about 15 minutes worth of cook time. So in here, we have our patty pans that are done. As you can see, I have added in there, I put a dash of parsley, and I put just a little bit of lemon pepper as well, just to give it some flavor, and they are sitting in some water. As you can see in here, you might not be able to as well, there's the water in there. Now it did boil away quite a bit. It's probably about half that's in there. Same can be said for what's in here. About half of it is boiled out. So that's what's for dinner. Pork chops, patty pans, and steamed white rice. About 15 minutes from start to finish, as long as you start your rice first. So, if you like this video, please give it a big fat thumbs up. I'd love comments down below telling me things that you would like to see prepared. If you have any questions, or you plain old just want to say hi. Also, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button to stay up on everything else. So until next time, guys, take care. Bye.